In shoulder program number 3, we're going to be strengthening and improving the range of motion all around your shoulder and rotator cuff region. The equipment you'll be needing are some exercise bands in a doorway, a ball, some dumbbells, a chair, and a TheraBand.
Remember to go at a comfortable pace and have fun.
Consistency is the key to getting the best results from your workouts. Hi, and welcome back to Wright Now Fitness. This is shoulder program number 3. I have Renee here with me today.
Hey.
Thank you for being here, Renee.
Sure.
Are you ready to go?
I sure am.
All right, let's fix those shoulders. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do some finger crawls up the wall. So I'm actually gonna sit on a ball just because of height issues. Renee's gonna stand, so you can do either one. What we're gonna do is we're gonna face sideways and just put our hand against the wall. So your palm is coming against the wall or door, whatever you're using. And we're just gonna crawl our fingers up the door or wall as high as you can go. And as you're crawling, you feel yourself kind of stretching up as high as you can go. You kind of lean over towards the door, stretching out underneath your arm, and then we're gonna come back down. You don't wanna push into it too hard. You're almost like you're stretching yourself up as high as you can get. So you get to that top point, just try to crawl as high as you can go, stretch, 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 come back down. This is just gonna wake up all those muscles in our shoulder, especially if you have issues putting your hand over your head. You know what I'm talking about, Renee.
Oh, I sure do. That bothers me.
The worst. This is gonna fix it. So come back down. And this is just kind of warming it all up. Just get a good rhythm. It takes a little while to do a full rep. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And then all the way back down. And you can feel, as you're doing these, you kind of feel like you're improving a little bit too. Same rhythm, stretch it. And then back down. So you kind of come out as you come back down. And you just come down right to the side of your shoulder. Up all the way as high as you can go. Right back down to here. And it's almost like each one of the fingers moving isolates muscles in our shoulders. So make sure you're getting them all involved there. Right back down. Kind of find a rhythm to this. Yeah, I'm coming up higher now. Get them nice and stretched out. There we go. Make sure you stretch as much as you can at that top point. Okay. Come out of that, I'm gonna put my ball back. Now we're gonna need a chair. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just put my chair so I can lean on it, use a dumbbell, and we're gonna do a straight arm rear deltoid kickback. So just straight arm. So just kind of lean over between 45 and 90 degree angle with your body, and then just kick your arm straight back, let it hang down. And you almost wanna see if you can kind of reach that arm back. Keep it straight, that's the most important part. And I like to kind of stick my chest out. That keeps my back nice and flat too. And just kind of try not to swing, keep a nice rhythm to it so you're controlling it on the way down. It's just gonna get muscles in our rear deltoid, the back of our shoulder, and then some of those rotator muscles from back there too. Gets it all. Okay, put our dumbbell back. Chair out of the way. Okay, so we're gonna get our ball back out, or I'm gonna get mine back out. She's gonna get hers for the first time. And we're gonna stretch out our front of our chest and our shoulder area. To do that, what we're gonna do is put our arm like a 90 degree angle. So you're just like so. And then lie it on top of the ball and kneel on all fours. And all you're gonna do is just lean towards the floor with your chest, keeping your head from rolling. Just keep it looking straight forward and down. And just relax and breathe. How's that feel, Renee?
That feels really good.
It's lovely. Okay, come out of it just a little bit. And we're gonna turn our thumb so it's all the way up. Now lean forward again. Same move. This is just gonna enhance the stretch a little bit. Makes it a little bit more interesting. Just breathe. Okay, come on up. Now we're gonna take our ball and we're gonna push it out. So we're gonna have our arm in like half of a YMCA pose. So it's just out at a diagonal, straight up and out. And you're just gonna have that ball right under your forearm, wrist area. Same thing, lean straight down. Let that whole shoulder, arm area stretch out. And try not to overstretch it, just let it relax. Just make sure you breathe. Come up a little bit, turn that thumb upward, and go back down into it. And this will make it a little tougher, so you'll find yourself not able to stretch down quite as far as the first time. Lovely, lovely. Okay, perfect. Okay, done with the ball. Now we get to use some bands. So, we're gonna get our bands out, and we're gonna put them at shoulder height, so straight out from your shoulder, in that hinge area. And I recommend the green band, the lightest band. I'm gonna use the red so I have plenty of resistance. What we're gonna do is we're gonna grab onto it with both hands. And you're just gonna turn so that arm we're isolating is on the outer side here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my other handle out on my wrist so it kind of sinks down to my elbow. And I'm gonna put this arm, this right arm that I'm isolating, so that elbow is just straight up from my shoulder, and I'm gonna hold on to my elbow with this other hand. So you're just like so. All you're doing is rotating that forearm up and back down. And if you feel like you're at a weird angle, you can kind of scoot back so those bands are just straight out to the side of you. And this is all you're doing. Rotating it up and back down. You see, I'm really holding that elbow straight in front of my shoulder. I want it straight up there. You don't want to try to let it drop. Keep it up there, out as far as you can go, and then back. And if it's a little easy, you can scoot out or switch to a heavier band. But usually I would recommend coming out first. This is a weaker area. These external rotators of our rotator cuff, they're not used to this stuff. That's good, Renee. Good form. Watch Renee. Just like so. Just keep up that rhythm. Keep that elbow straight out in front of your shoulder, holding onto that tricep all the way down. Just rotate out as far as feels comfortable. Don't need to overdo it. Back there. Perfect. Great job. Okay, put those back. Now we're gonna grab our TheraBands, and we're gonna use these. We're gonna put them right on top of our wrist, hand, in between your forearm and hand, so you're getting that whole wrist there. You're gonna put your elbow straight out in front of that shoulder again. And all you're gonna do is hold that elbow straight there and just pull down on that band a little bit. You feel that stretch,
That
right?
feels really good.
Right on the top of your shoulder, outside of the shoulder. And you really don't have to pull very hard. Just a slight tug. And then we'll come right back out of it. And we're gonna do it 3 times. So right back down. Just wanna make sure you keep your elbow in front of your shoulder and kind of relax your shoulder. Try not to hold it into you real tight. Nice and relaxed. You wouldn't think it was this much of a stretch, too.
No, you can really feel it burning.
Come back out of it. Straight back in. It's a nice burn.
It is. It's fun.
Especially when it's done. Perfect. Starting to feel the flavor in there now. Okay, put that back. Now we're gonna go back to our bands again. You're gonna grab onto them just like you did before. But this time, we're gonna turn the other direction so the arm we're isolating is on the inner side, towards the door. What we're gonna do is put that arm straight out from our shoulder again, so that elbow's straight in front of the shoulder. And you can just hold on to the other handle. Just put your hand or your wrist right underneath that elbow. And we're gonna step out just a little bit for resistance. And it's just like you're arm wrestling somebody. You just turn it towards your forearm and back up. So you're just torquing it down and back up. And just make sure you maintain holding that elbow straight out in front of your shoulder. That's the key. And if it feels like it's too much resistance, you can scoot in a little bit or scoot out if it's too easy. This is definitely a little bit easier than the last one that we just did. A little bit stronger area. Just come up to, so you're straight up, right back down, straight up. Right about now, I'm starting to feel this one. Interesting burn. Kind of that inner part of your shoulder, towards your chest almost. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to turn back to the door and grab onto both handles with our one hand. Now turn just like so. You can see the band's kind of loose. Just point that elbow straight up from that shoulder again, straight forward from it. Now you're going to hold on to the underneath your arm, or really hold on to your arm, because we're going to do a stretch. And all we do to do it is just step about a foot out. And you can see my arm turning, but I'm holding that elbow straight out from my shoulder. This is just going to stretch those same muscles that we just worked out with that last exercise. Come out of it, just step back in. Kind of doing the chow, chow, chow. Step back out, right back out. Let it stretch. Just maintain holding that shoulder or that elbow straight out from that shoulder, straight in front of it. And back out. How's it feel, Renee?
Feels really, really good.
It's nice. We're stretching all around that shoulder again. Last time. And you don't need to go real far. Just let it get a nice little stretch. Don't force it. These are muscles. They're like, what the heck? What is this you're doing to me? Okay. Right back out. Perfect. We did it. Great job.
Oh, my shoulder feels so much better.
It
Thank
does?
you.
No,
Thank you.
thank you. No problem. And thank you. And I will see you at the next workout.